Hello class, this is Mr. Broussard. I'm sending you this video for the third week of our Composition 1 course. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to make sure you're aware of what we are doing for this week. Although before I get into that, first things first. I've only been able to get through one of your classes, diagnostics. Unfortunately, with the illness that I have, it has made it very difficult for me to get things done. In fact, the one of you that I have graded, it was no joke, and you may have noticed yourself. I was able to get 4 done at once, and then 3 done, and then was able to get the rest of you done only today. And even with that, you may notice I'm worn out just doing that. And I still have one of your classes that I haven't even gotten to yet. So I will try my best to get as much of that done tomorrow as my health will allow. My apologies for the delays on that. It's just basically, unfortunately, with whatever this is I have, my brain will only last so long before it starts to shut down, which is why I will try to make this video as brief as possible. Now, the only thing that you have to work on this week is to work on the example essay. Now, the reason for that is your example essay is due Tuesday morning at 2:59 a.m. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's just say it's due Monday night, because some of you will lie to yourself and say you've got all day Tuesday when you don't. 2:59 a.m. a.m. means morning. I never thought I'd have to explain that, but I've learned the hard way too much in this job over the last 8 to 9 years, that if I don't fully explain every last little detail, you will have students that don't realize that AM means morning, because I've had students tell me I didn't realize AM meant morning. My only hope in this situation was that the student may have been a partier, and to them, 2:59 a.m. still means the night before. I can understand that, and that's my only hope, that that's what they were thinking. Other than that, it makes no sense. These are things you should have learned in like first, second grade, if not earlier. So 2:59 a.m. So let's just say Monday night. Though to be honest, I may give you an extra 24 hours simply because I'm so slow in getting these things out, and I'd feel better if you had an exact 7 days to get this done, or as close as possible. So I may end up moving that. I'll see how they come in on Monday, and if they're coming in slow or coming slack, I may give you all the extra 24 hours, both classes, by the way. Especially because I would feel even better about it if I got all the diagnostics done. And again, I've only got one of the classes done yet. Hopefully, it may be to where I can get some of the other classes done tomorrow and the rest of it on Friday, in which case I will give you all the extra time to make sure that y'all fully understand what I'm putting forth there in the diagnostics and what I explained in the comments, and then utilize that within the essay itself. Worst case scenario, I may have you turn it in and then make corrections afterwards, if it's not up to where we would like it to be. So, but this week you're to work in the example essay. Now, hopefully you read the chapter, or in this case, I think only the partial part of the chapter. But the main thing to understand is you're utilizing examples and illustrations to show why you believe something that you believe in. Again, only through examples and illustrations within your own life, either things that happen to you or those closest to you, where you were either an active part or an active observer. But through those personal experiences, that is why you believe in something, or you think this way, or why you don't believe in something. Why you like, this is why I'm not about this, because of this, that, and the other. Speaking of that, give 3 examples, at least 3 examples as to why you believe what you believe. You can go with one long form example if you'd like, but you have to be a lot more thorough about that example. And that example would have to encompass at least 3 solid body paragraphs, because this essay will have at least 5 strong paragraphs, 1 strong thesis paragraph, 3 strong body paragraphs, and 1 strong concluding paragraph. And of course, you should have read about all 3 of those things last week when you read the assigned chapters. If you haven't, make sure you read those chapters. 5 strong paragraphs with at least 5 strong sentences in each of them. You can have simple sentences in your paragraphs, but that will not count towards them, and you'll know pretty quickly, because if your paragraph does not at least get to the 5th line, at least, or at the end of the 4th line of text on the screen, it's not long enough. You need at least to the end of that 4th line, if not further, obviously, though no paragraph should be longer than 3/4 of a page, because then on the opposite end. Basically, if you're too short, your reader's going to be like, there's not enough there. If it's too long, you're going to lose your reader, because they're going to be like, probably sound kind of like some of you get when I send these videos for 20, 30, 40 minutes. I understand. I want to try to make them shorter, but unfortunately, I've got so much I've got to get done and only so much time to do it in. So make sure that you've done that. But also note that each of your essays have a word count, a minimum word count that you must meet. And on this first one, it is 700 words. You'll notice it goes up 200 words for everyone. So this first one is 700 words. The second of the essays, rhetorical mode essays, will be 900 words. The third of rhetorical mode essays will be 1,100 words. And the fourth will be 1,300 words. So it grows because you have to meet a certain amount of word count when it comes to the essays. And I've learned in a class like this, you need to build that gradually, because if I just threw 1,000 words at you, which is what I would do if this was a traditional Comp 1 course, that apparently scares a lot of y'all. So I decided, all right, let's start with 700. And like, all right, you can write a 700 word example essay. So then I move on. I was like, all right, let's go for 900. 200 more words, at 900 word, it'll be a narrative descriptive essay when you get to it. Okay, you get that done. Just 200 more words. You can do that compared contrast analysis essay with 1,100 words. And then, hey, only 200 more words, you can do that argumentative. So it's about building the block and building confidence in you as a writer that you can come up with this type of content, because you're going to be asked to do this, and in fact, way more than this type of content as you move along, not only within this class, but as you move along within all of your classes in all of your disciplines. You're going to be asked for more content and more writing. So get used to it. If you're one of those students who I hate writing and I want to knock this out so I never have to write again, you'll be writing lots. Trust me, you'll be writing more now or never, because of the issues that have come up from over testing that you're for the prior generation. And you may have experienced a little bit the over testing of your generation somewhat, and the prior generation had disastrous results from all that. So now it's going to be more and more writing, which is why we emphasize what we emphasize. But yes, an example essay, illustrative example essay, same thing. So don't freak out about terminology. At least 700 words, at least 5 strong paragraphs, 1 strong thesis paragraph, at least 3 strong bodies, and at least 1 strong conclusion. 700 words, can repeat, at least 700. You can go more. Please don't send me an email. I wrote 705 words. Am I going to fail? No. 700 word minimum. You can always do more, but don't do less, because you've noted on your syllabus, if you do less, every 10 word range less, it's minus a point until you're about 400 word less, which in this case would be 300 words. If you give me a 299 word essay, you've wasted your time. It's a 0. Basically, I'll look at the word count, 297 words. 0, click, boom, move in the next one. So make sure you can produce what needs to be produced. A quality essay of at least 700 words, at least 5 paragraphs, strong paragraphs each, with at least 5 strong sentences in each of those paragraphs. And again, utilize examples and illustrations from your own life, either directly or in the periphery of your life, to explain why you believe something that you believe. So that is what you'll be doing. Hopefully that clarifies it. If you need any more clarifications, send emails, and make sure to try to send them, if at all possible, within the next 2 days. Since this is the first of the weekends in which there will be an essay involved, Saturday I will try to check it once or twice to see if there's a need for any emails. Sunday, not so much, because, well, try not to wait to the last minute, let's just say that. But if you have any issues, then that's what Monday is for. Then you can send me the emails over the weekend, and then Monday I can try to answer as many questions as you need answered with everything that is going on. And then if I do end up giving you extra time, you can work on that Tuesday as well. So hope you're all doing well, and I will send another video next week.